So recently, Heather Graham did an interview with the Wall Street Journal where she talked about her father's warning when she wanted to get into the entertainment industry. She mentioned, first of all, that her father was an FBI agent. So just note that before we say anything. Her father, quote, regularly told me that the entertainment industry was evil and that Hollywood would claim my soul if I became an actress and appeared in anything with sexual content.
I mean, maybe the issue here is the language he's using probably feels
That's
a
his
bit
baby girl,
fantastical.
too.
Yeah, it's like it's his daughter, but the language, she's like, when you say claim my soul, it probably is hard for
What
her
about
to.
Wall Street Journal, though? That's
Yeah.
a weird publication to talk about this.
Yeah.
It does seem weird, right? But
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, do you think Hollywood is evil?
I will say this, that Heather Graham's a very sexy lady, and her father might have been concerned. The other wording could be just the clickbait. His journalists love to spruce things like that.
Yeah.
You know, the soul, still the soul. Explain what the soul is.
Well, there is such a thing as like signing your soul to the
What is-
devil to become a rock and roll star. Like that's a
How do you know?
That's
happened
pattern.
to you?
I mean, people have talked about it. That's what I'm saying.
No one's seen it.
Of course, you haven't seen it. Why would they want you to see it?
But no one can prove this.
Both of you guys are making very valid points.
Yeah.
And I believe this is and it will always be the factor, the conversation is that it will always be if you haven't seen it, how do you know? But then there will always be why is there so much talk about it though? It's always that. It's like, is it real? Is it not real? How do you know? How do you not
But what
know?
does that even mean, to sign your soul to the devil? Does he come in like with
Right,
horns?
all
Like,
that.
hey,
What
here's
does
the
that mean?
contract.
I think that's being a bit too literal.
So
but
what
that's
does
I'm
it mean
saying.
then?
Yes.
Since we're here now,
Yeah.
we can unpack it.
Well,
What does that
here's
mean?
Unpack it.
here's an interesting factoid. Heather Graham is one of Harvey Weinstein's accusers.
Yes.
When you go to Harvey Weinstein's hotel room and you decide to have sex with him to get a role, you're signing your soul away to the devil. That's how I see it.
So now he's the devil?
So I disagree on that. What I believe is happening is
You want the part.
Now, back in my day, I was something of a Rolling Stone.
On the casting couch?
I've been around the block a few million times, right? So with that, a lot of guys, especially in the world of guys that have been ladies' men, we know that there's a lot of women out there that would do a lot of strange things for a little piece of change. Talking like $50. Talking like, just to be next to someone that looks cool in the club.
Wow.
The point I'm making is you're not per se selling your soul to the devil by going to smash Harvey Weinstein for a possible role. What's happening is you don't have any morals or not enough morals,
dignity.
and you're saying I don't believe in my talent enough or the possibility of my talent getting me to where I need to be. So what I'm going to use is this sex organ that I've been using all my life before Harvey Weinstein and use it with him and hopefully get something from it, because guess what? Now I'm in front of a person big enough to possibly get me where I want to be. Before I was just having sex with Randy, Brett, and all these other people out there that ain't got no money. Sorry, Brett. I just looked at you and your name.
Why are you making me part of this?
It's because I looked at him and his name popped
It's
up.
Brett.
So it's not necessarily selling your soul. What it is that you made a choice to do this. He didn't make you
scallywag.
do it. It's offered, or maybe not even offered. Do you know how many women would be at the door of a popular artist, rapper? She could probably speak to this.
Girls on
Celebrities
Girls.
just going to. She may even know. They'll find your hotel. Watch the movie Love and
Groupies?
Basketball. Groupies. Watch Love and Basketball,
Basically.
and they explain it very well.
Yeah.
Not only in this hypothetical, am I a whore? I'm a broke whore.
What does that mean?
You ain't got no money. He a broke
Money all
hoe.
over this table.
Oh no, he a broke hoe. This goes to his
There's
pimp.
hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
of dollars here.
This goes to Mary. Mary's his pimp.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
that's exactly
You break 'em
what
off?
you were saying. I agree.
No, that was good, Phil.
When you give up your morals for a certain price.
Well, you've
May I ask-
you've
That's
been
what you're
gave it up.
doing
You
is-
gave it up a long time ago. It's just now you met someone with enough money to give it to him. Now
The more
you get this.
poetic,
May I add-
poetic version of this, what they're saying is that every time you do this, every time you let your body be part of a transaction for work, a little piece of you dies inside. That's what they're trying to say.
That's if a piece of you is
And
even alive.
It depends on how detached a person is and how pragmatic they are.
Exactly.
May I add to this, please?
Yes, please.
The name of the game is to never give it up, so they keep chasing you. Because once you give up that, they've had it and they're on to the next. And yeah, you might do good in that movie if you get it, but
Yeah.
you should actually hold back.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question, Taryn. What would, if you had a percentage? What percentage would you say of highly successful women in the film industry do you think slept their way to the top?
Not many.
Not many. Just
I don't think so. I mean, naturally, actresses can be cute, and there's a networking, and some of them are kind of slutty. But I never did that. But ain't nobody coming after me. I just got here. I'm a character actress, so sometimes I'd be like, oh, you don't want me? But
Wait.
they wanted me when I was young. When I was young, 19, man, I couldn't get these old men away. It was wild.
So you think that a
I
majority?
organized it perfect, though.
So you think the majority of the ones that are successful do so on their own merits?
Yes. I think that a lot of women do have integrity and intelligence, and they're not just like, I think they know better. But
Well,
people- I
and
don't
now
know.
to do so in the industry, you have to be fairly business minded because
Yes.
you're basically your own
We
company.
were just talking about that
Yeah,
last night.
We were. And also, weird stuff happens at parties after hours.
Yeah.
The ones
I
that
tend to
Denzel
leave.
talked about. Denzel gave this advice to,
Yep.
I believe it
told
was
me that.
Michael B. Jordan. I believe it could have been someone else. He says, "Leave the party before the devil shows up."
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Now we're
that.
talking.
Because if I remember correctly, he sponsored Michael B. Jordan. No, I'm sorry. He sponsored Chadwick Boseman's education.
It could have been
Yeah,
him. I
it
don't
could-
remember. I think it was Michael B. But
Yeah.
whoever it was, Denzel was, and that's the point because you have the party, you have the after party, and then you got the after.
I heard a story today.
Never
real-
go to the after
You have a
party.
after. I heard a story today. I'll make it quick. I'm not gonna say names, but a gentleman that I play music with, he was telling me a story that traumatized him about a famous actress that he saw come down the stairs at a party after with like a plate of she coming with like a plate of white stuff, and he couldn't believe it was her, and she was just like, and he was like, I can't believe that's her. I mean, big time, and he left because he swear he saw a demon in her eyes.
Wait, what?
After
when you
party.
say white
After,
stuff, you
after.
talking about cocaine?
I don't know.
It's white stuff.
Juicy, white.
But white
Baking powder. They were going to cook. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were
As
just
long
about
as
to
it
make
And a
wasn't-
lot of
cake.
times they smell. The ones that actors that smell bad are the ones you gotta stay away from.
He warned Brandon T. Jackson.
Brandon T. Jackson.
Who's that?
Okay.
Right, exactly. He's a comedian. He stand-up comedian, actor. He was on Lottery Ticket and all these.
To him, all the B's are the same. Michael B. Jordan.
There's a lot of issues with
Well, I
the
thought
men
you
in Hollywood.
Boy, hey, when you said bees, I thought you meant black people. I was
No,
like,
no.
Oh,
I was like,
heavens.
you done took Mary's Kool-Aid.
But no, I think that's a good quote and it's a good advice, right? Like nothing good comes from the after party anyway.
Well, growing up, parents used to tell us all the time, like, ain't nothing good happening after 12
Dark.
o'clock.
Yeah. Nope. You're
Don't
right.
They
don't
go
go
to
to
only-
second location.
Denzel Washington is America's dad. In
This is what they used to
respect.
say. The only thing open after 12 o'clock is what?
After parties.
Some legs.
Stoops.
Yeah, and
You
in
caught
the
that? You
absence
caught
of
that? You got
Walmart
that?
being
That was a
24
dad
hours
joke for
anymore, that's of
sure.
course true.
I've been into some sticky situations after hours.
Was there a learning curve when you were starting out, or did you have good
maybe-
common sense from the start?
I think so.
You think you did?
Yeah, I was almost kidnapped twice when I was a kid. My dad committed suicide. I've been through the mill and back. I'm like, you can't touch me.
So you went into it already planning
Just
to.
damaged,
Yeah.
bitter, damaged.
But no, but what I'm saying is that you had to be aware of your surroundings at
Blinders
all
on.
times early on.
I definitely like boys a lot. Sometimes girls. I like to have fun. I did, and I was young, but yeah, I got offered some weird stuff, but I always said no.
That's the best advice
Yeah.
you could give someone is
Yeah.
like, say no and don't stay too long.
Yeah,
You just had street smarts.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Just I just wanted to make sure I got home safely.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.